Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Now, in today's video, as you guys can see right here, we have a Netmarble bot. It's what you call a Netmarble bot, somebody who was planted by the company themselves into my channel, just to throw hate as soon as I criticize the game one time. So for the last video, that person was not a Netmarble bot. They just expressed their opinion. It was wrong. Let's be honest, their opinion was wrong, but they were very respectful about it, and they also responded nicely in the video where I responded to their comments. So shout out to that person. But for this bot comment right here, this person right here, a bot, 100% white knight bot. So let me give you guys some context. So for the first comment, he says, "These are some brain dead takes. I unsubscribe. I don't watch the channel for your personality." So this is pretty much under my video of me saying, I'm leaving the game. This is where the comment is from. And in response to that comment, what I said was, let me try to find the comment real quick. I said, "You said my takes are brain dead, but you don't state one reason why they're bad takes. Go spend $100 on a dead game and gain absolutely nothing from it." So that was my response to his comment. So let me go in and talk about it. So for the first part where he said, "I unsubscribe, I don't watch this channel for your personality." Good. Thank you. See, you actually helped me by doing that. You unsubscribing will pretty much boost my impression rate. If you guys know what impression rate is, when I post a video, the chances of that video being recommended to, other people, it solely relies on who clicks that video, how many times the people click on that video. So if I make a soul leveling video, right, and that's recommended to Tower of God New World players, they're not going to click the video because they're not playing that game. So therefore, I'm going to have a low impression rate. But if you unsubscribe to the channel, the algorithm will recommend my soul leveling video universally. Universally, it's not going to recommend it to Tower of God New World viewers, but to soul leveling viewers instead. So you unsubscribing was a major W. So I really appreciate that. And he says, "I don't watch this channel for your personality." Great. Don't really care. Now for next part, after I told him you didn't really state a reason, he said, "Too many topics for me to write out." Nice try, bro. You see, when people say stuff like this, when they say there's too many topics for me to write out, it pretty much just means, I don't have a simple reason why. I'm just gonna say that you're stupid and you have a brain dead take with no reason. And we continue, says, "The game is in a great spot and free to play friendly. We get non-stop summons, a free SSR plus every 5 days, and the collab tickets are dirt cheap, 100 suspendium per ticket. Also, your math about the collab tickets is wrong because you didn't count the coupon codes we've been getting every day. You are so entitled. That's just a fraction of what is wrong with your goofy video." Wow, okay, so let's talk about it. All right, so let's go ahead and dissect this. So he said the game is in a great spot, absolute cope. And the reason why this is cope is because the game is losing active players every single day. And when you take a look at the revenue for the month of November, 400K on Android and 300K on iOS. And when you compare that to the month of July for 2023, the game made around $10 million. That is an insane decline of money. Like, they lost a lot of money. So saying that the game is in a great spot when the revenue says otherwise, clearly false. Game is losing active players every single day. There's not a lot of whales who even play this game anymore. I mean, when you take a look at the Prime 1 tier list, the reason why the Prime 1 tier list isn't updated is because there are no wells to give, solid feedback and information as of to which unit is good or not. That's why the tier list is just gone. Like, the tier list hasn't updated at all. And probably when they might take the tier list off the website immediately because they no longer care about the game. So saying that the game is in a great spot is just cope. And then he also says, and it's free to play friendly. All right, so if the game is free to play friendly to you, I have a challenge for you. How about you go to the game, right? Actually, no, make a new account. Make a new account, make it to floor 80 in 5 months, and come back to me. If you can't, keep your mouth shut. Now he says, "We get non-stop summons, a free SSR plus every 5 days. Once again, you getting rewards doesn't mean that the game is free to play friendly. The real question is, what do you gain from these rewards? Can you progress efficiently with these rewards? If the answer is no, then no, the game is not free to play friendly. Like, if whichever, you can download any game right now, get into the game and get a reward. You getting rewards doesn't mean that the game is 100% free to play friendly. That is just not true. And he says the collab tickets are dirt cheap, 100 suspendium per ticket. Now, at this point right here, I mean, this actually doesn't make any sense at all. Like, him saying that the collab tickets are dirt cheap and then he says it's 100 suspendium per ticket. I mean, every game has this. There's a thing called single summons. Like, they're called single summons for a reason. Single summons will always be cheap. Saying that collab tickets are dirt cheap and then you use a single summon as an example, like, what? Anyways, also your math about the collab tickets is wrong because you didn't count the coupon codes we've been getting every day. Bro, what? Nah, bro, what are we talking about right now? So he's saying that my calculations for the amount of collab tickets we get through the daily festival is wrong. Let's switch on over to the game right here. I got the game locked and loaded and ready to go. So you guys can see right here, we come to the event tab, we come to the Teenage Mercenary Collab Daily Festival Part 2. So he's saying that my calculations for this is wrong. Let's go ahead and do it again. Day 1, 10 collab tickets. And before I even count this, I said it in the video, you get 75 collab tickets through the daily festival. That's not even enough to reach 100 pity, right? So we get 10 for day 1, 5 for day 2. For day 3, we get 10, so that's pretty much 25. And then for day 4, we get 30. Day 5, that's 40. And then day 6, 45. 7, 55. Day 8, 60. Day 9, 65. Day 10, 75. So in which part of that was my calculation incorrect? Like, these people, man, these people are absolutely insane. And he's saying that I didn't include the collab tickets that we get from the mail. I didn't include that because that's not part of the event. I was talking about the event itself. I literally said in the video, the amount of collab tickets you get through the event isn't that much. So therefore, I'm not going to include the collab tickets you get through the mail because I'm not talking about that. It's like these people, they bring up something else that I am clearly not talking about just to prove their point. I wasn't talking about collab tickets you get through the mail. I'm talking about collab tickets you get through the daily festival. Goodness gracious, man. Let's go ahead and continue. All right. So he says, you are so entitled. So I'm entitled because I want the game to be better. I'm entitled because I want the devs to not fuck over their players. I'm entitled because I want this game to have longevity. I'm entitled because I want this game to be successful. Hilarious. That's just a fraction of what is wrong with your goofy video. You see, all of these white knights, they all have one thing in common. They all have one thing in common. Whenever you criticize the game, the first thing they say to you is that you're greedy, you're entitled, and you don't know, like you're ungrateful. Let me go ahead and try to do a comparison with you guys, a comparison real quick. So let's say you have a job, right? You go to a job, and when you enter that job, you see that your coworkers, they're doing a movement. They're telling you, hey man, we're not going to go to work for the next 3 days because we want to have a pay raise. And then you, as the white knight, this is what you tell them. Well, you know, what is wrong with you? At least we get money. Why do you want a pay raise? That's what you sound like. That's what you sound like. I will never understand why these people defend a company that doesn't give a fuck about them. Netmarble doesn't care about you. You defending them won't benefit you at all. You won't gain anything from that. It is pointless. However, you criticizing the game benefits you because they're going to make the game better for you. So I don't understand this whole white knight mentality of them saying, oh, you're entitled. You don't know what you're talking about. This game is amazing. Get the fuck out of here, man. Let's go and continue the next part. He says, you're talking out of your ass. Now, this is him responding to another viewer. By the way, that other viewer was absolutely based. I think I'm going to include his comment right here for you guys, but that other viewer was based as fuck. And this is his response to him. He said, you're talking out of your ass. Saying that players are stuck and Shinsu rewards are non-existent is an exaggeration. Buddy, it is not an exaggeration. You can literally ask, not even ask. Go to your friends list right now. Go to your friends list. I 100% guarantee you, most of your friends are below floor 100. Let's go back to the game right here. I already showed you guys this on my other video, but it seems like I have to do it again because there are some people who are not capable of understanding common sense. So we come over here to the tower map, and these are pretty much all my friends right here, right? All my friends. So let's go ahead and start from the bottom, right? We start from the bottom. There's nobody here in the bottom. We come over here to floor 20. These players clearly stopped playing the game. We go up even more. You guys can see that there's still some players around this area, in this floor. Now let's continue. Look at this. Look how many people are in floor 50, floor 51, floor 48. Look how many players there are. Look at everybody. In the mid game. Everybody's in the mid game. Now we continue. Now we're still in the mid game, right? We're still in the mid game. Let's go ahead and enter the end game. Look how many players there are in the end game. And this is for my friends list. We enter hard mode. Absolutely nobody. So you saying that it's an exaggeration, buddy, it is not an exaggeration. If you literally check your friends list right now, I 100% guarantee you most of your friends are literally in the same, they're in the same level. They're in the mid game, which is from floor 70 to floor 100. Some people will call it the late game or the mid game, whatever. Late game, mid game, everybody is literally stuck at that level. So saying that it's an exaggeration, it's not true, because you can literally see for yourself. You go to your friends list, all of your friends are in the same level. Now, this part right here was crazy as hell. This is glazing 101. This guy said, you moved out of the early game and now you're crying. By the way, when it comes to white knights, why do you guys always say the same thing? Stop crying, stop crying. You choose another word. That SSR characters aren't as viable and your progress is slower. What? So there is no way that this guy is justifying SSR DPS characters falling off the meta and only SSR plus DPS characters are the meta. There's no way that he's actually justifying that. You know, it's actually crazy how these white knights are literally justifying SSR DPS units falling off in the mid game. Keyword mid game. Falling off hard in the mid game because Netmarble just doesn't know how to build a proper progression system in this game. They don't know how to properly build these characters. They just made everything worse because of the revolution system. And now SSR characters are SSR DPS characters are now even more useless. It's crazy how you're justifying that and you expect people to not complain about that. It's like he's labeling complaining as crying. That's like me summoning for a character and I spent, let's say, $200, not even $200, let's say $100, and I only got 3 blue stars out of that. And me complaining about that is me crying. Get the fuck out of here, man. And he says, that's how literally every gacha is. This is a problem in every gacha community. Whenever these people see a problem in a game, instead of them saying, you know what, let's make feedback, let's give the devs some feedback, let's criticize the games that the devs can actually fix this issue. Instead of them doing that, what do? Blaze the game. They just accept it. They're like, it's a gacha game. We're just gonna accept it. It is what it is. Instead of us criticizing the game, giving it a 1-star so that the devs can actually change, we're just gonna accept it. We're gonna, continue getting fucked by the company. We're just gonna accept it and move on. That's the problem. You're accepting the game being flawed and you're just gonna move forward with that. Insane. You will continue to play new gachas until you start slowing in progress and then move to the next one. Absolutely false. You look at AFK Journey, for example. AFK Journey, very similar to Tower of God New World. And epic heroes are pretty much like SSR characters. Epic heroes are literally good. And not even epic heroes, elite heroes. Elite heroes are they're like SR characters, right? There's a unit called Coco. Coco is broken as fuck. I'm going to show you guys the AFK Journey tier list real quick. All right, so when we take a look at the AFK Journey tier list, so you guys can see right here. So Coco, if I can actually find this character, where is she at? Where is she at? Coco, there she is. This is an elite hero. You guys can see right here. There's the purple icon right up there. There's like a purple crown. This is an elite character, and she is S+ tier. This guy right here, elite hero, S plus tier. You have this guy right here, Olmus, elite hero. This is an S, like this is pretty much an SR character, S plus tier. And you also have Odie, who's an elite hero, SR character, S plus tier. He's S plus tier in PvP. He's S plus tier in AFK stages. AFK stages is like your adventure mode, right? This guy is literally a beast because he insta kills. He insta kills with his skills, with his ultimate. Is insane. So saying that, oh, um, you complaining about SSR characters when they're no longer useful in the mid game, you're dumb for that. Stop crying, complaining. Bro, shut the fuck up, man, because you know what you're talking about. Because when you have games like this AFK Journey where they have SR characters who are literally in S plus 30, you have SR characters who are in the meta, right? SR characters. They're not even SSR. They're SR characters. And they're literally dealing insane damage in a high deficit. You have Lily May right here. This character is fucking broken. And she's an SSR character. Get your goofy ass out my chat, bro. And then for the last part, he says, and yes, I only comment when I see crybabies making silly arguments. There you go. There you have it. So whenever he sees positivity, he won't comment. He will only comment when he will only comment when you criticize the game. Him saying, I only comment when I see crybabies making silly arguments pretty much means whenever I see people criticize the game, I will comment. I will retaliate and I will argue to death and I will white knight the game. What a sad human being, man. What a sad human being. I pray for you, bro. I pray for you. This right here is the problem. And not just in the Top God in the World community, but in every gacha gaming community. Every gacha community. This is the problem. Whenever there's an issue in a game, these people don't want to criticize the devs. They don't want to criticize the company. They don't want to make any changes. They just want to accept it and move on. That's exactly why these companies continue to fuck over their players. They continue to fuck over free-to-play players because they don't receive a consequence for that. Nothing happens. The community just accepts it and they move on. And that's why the devs will continue fucking over their free-to-play players. So, my advice to you, whoever wrote this comment, number one, defending a company won't do anything for you. Trust me, it won't do anything for you. And me personally, I did this before. When I played a game, I forgot which game it was, but when I used to enjoy one game, I think it was Dokkan Battle, I forgot. But there was a game that I enjoyed a lot, and whenever some other players would criticize the game, I would literally glaze the fucking game. I would literally tell people, you don't know what you're talking about. This game is amazing. And then once I played the game for a couple more months, I'm like, wait a minute. Something is off here. Like, those people are actually right. This game does have issues. And me defending this game, it really didn't benefit me at all. Even if there wasn't any issues in the game, me defending it won't do anything. Meanwhile, you criticizing the game, even if there's not an issue in the game, you creating, a critique out of nowhere is going to make the devs do a lot better because they realize that their community is not fucking stupid and they want to make better choices and they want to make the game better so that they'll be able to, continue pumping out content for the customers so that customers will eventually spend money on the game. Remember, guys, when devs do amazing things for a game, like when the devs treat their community right, their players right, people will give them money. There are some games where the devs will cook and the players are like, you know what? You guys deserve some money, man. Let me go ahead and spend some money on the game because you guys are cooking. It happens. That's why I'm saying you blazing the game you won't gain anything from it. You won't gain anything from it because once you see the devs cooking the game, that's going to bring back more players, right? That pretty much means that more players means more revenue, right? And more revenue means that the game has more longevity, and more longevity means more content. More content means more TOG New World content. It's that simple. Like, I don't understand why some of these people don't understand this simple concept. You criticizing something means that you are going to get something better in return. It's insane, man. It's absolutely crazy. So whoever wrote this comment, man, I mean, thank you for unsubscribing to the channel. I mean, it's good. It's good that you unsubscribe because now I know your true color. Because I'm telling y'all, after I made that video, I really see how some of these people think. These people are exposing themselves. And now that they're exposing themselves, I'm just weeding them out one by one. Weeding them out. And only the real people stay here. Only the real OGs stay here. So tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. And I'll be catching you guys on the next one. Peace. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I have a calendar. I have a new schedule. I posted on my community. I posted on my community channel. I'm gonna put it right here for you guys so you guys can see. But this schedule right here, me pretty much, covering 3 games: Ash Echoes, Girls for Line 2, and Solo Leveling. And this is the schedule for all 3 games. And I'm also going to do other content, on Fridays, do other things. So make sure you guys go check out the schedule, and I appreciate it. And I'll be seeing you guys soon. Peace.